The average price, Game 1 World Series in Kansas City, just under $500. Average price, Game 3 in New York, Citi Field, just over $1,700. I'm CineSport's Noah Coslov. He is TiqIQ's CEO and founder, Jesse Lawrence. Jesse, is this just simply because of the markets, or more so, well, the Royals have been there before and now they're acting like the Yankees?
Yeah, exactly. Last year, Royals fans were paying a lot more than they are this year for games 1 and 2. Those tickets were both over $1,000. This year, you can get into either of those games for around, $500, call it between the two. So it's a significantly cheaper games 1 and 2. Games 6 and 7, though, they're saving money for, and those are actually above $1,500 for game 7 and a little below $1,500 for game 6.
Yeah, you sent me the data. The get-in price for Game 1 is $232, and then the get-in price for Game 3 at Citi Field is just over $700. Whether or not that's what you expect or not, but over the past few years that you guys have been tracking this, where does this stack up amongst those other World Series?
Well, it actually turns out to be the most expensive World Series we've ever tracked. But interestingly, it also has the cheapest game, Game 1. So it's a little bit of a study in contrast, but I think for the Royals, the weather's also supposed to be bad tonight, which I think might be keeping people away. But they have been there. Mets fans, on the other hand, are thrilled to be there, thrilled to, at the prospect of winning meaningful games in October and getting their third World Series.
What if a Met fan just wanted to fly to Kansas City? Couldn't they get to the game cheaper than if they wanted to go to the game in their home city?
You could. It would be, be a decent amount of work. We actually had some data from Priceline that told us that the price for a flight and a 3-star hotel was about $600. So, that and a get-in price of a couple $100, you're at $800 all in for Kansas City versus, really an average ticket for New York. You're probably paying, sort of $1,500 to $2,000 for those 3 games.
Any idea how high it could get for, say, Game 5 if it happens to be a clincher in New York?
It's hard to say. I mean, I think, $2,000 isn't out of the question at that point. We saw, the Red Sox 2013 clincher was right around the $2,000 mark. It was the first time they had ever clinched at Fenway, so it was a huge premium. This would be the first time the Mets have clinched at Citi. Certainly not quite as much history there, but it would still be a big first for the Masons.
Yeah, the average ticket price just over $1,400. If you want to buy games 1 through 7 for the World Series, it's the Royals and the Mets, and you can check out to track these tickets and buy the tickets on TiqIQ.com. He is Jesse Lawrence. Good talking to you. Thanks, Jesse.